In today's episode, we are going to have a private dinner at one of Italy's best restaurants, the three-Michelin-starred Uliassi. Beautiful. Oh, this is mind-blowing.
Have a look at the presentation. I mean, like, come on, the plating, come on.
So fresh, so elegant, so precise. Wow. I'm joined by Marco, an old friend of mine, and Niko, who is the chef of a local restaurant. There will be some new dishes tonight, along with a few must-try Uliassi classics.
This plating was a little bit unusual for them.
Let's go to Uliassi. Oh, my friend.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome again to Italy. Welcome, chef. Welcome, chef.
How are you?
Are you excited? This is going to be an amazing meal. Let's get in. Uliassi.
Can I?
Buonasera.
Hello.
Buonasera.
Good evening.
Hello and welcome.
Buonasera.
Good evening.
Buonasera.
Buonasera.
Good evening.
Buonasera.
Benvenuti.
Good evening.
Buonasera.
Okay. That's our beauty here.
Yes, it's amazing.
I want to trade with you.
Trade with me.
Yes. Can we just change the plate? Because this is really beautiful. This is beautiful as well.
Okay.
I prefer this one. Can
All
we
right.
have a-
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Ah,
okay.
thank you
well,
very much.
But check it out. They're all different, right?
So this one is really beautiful. I love how the table is looking, and these glasses are super elegant.
Yeah.
It just feels good to sit here.
This one is a fragrance from Filippo Sorcinelli that is a stylist and a great nose from Mondolfo, so 5 kilometers from
Okay.
there. And it's used to refresh your hand. It's really soft and delicate.
Perfect.
Do you want to try?
Yes, please, please, please. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
And the smell and the taste has to resemble the mist.
I remember the first time I came here. I came here with a friend, and then we both didn't know much about fine dining. We didn't know much about Uliassi. They still had the 2 stars back then, and for whatever reason, I got seated right there in the corner, and on a small table. I was very shy, and didn't know what to order. That was more than 10 years ago. And then the second time I came, after I introduced myself to chef and to the Katia, the sister, and Filippo, the son, and the entire family, because probably I wasn't that very shy. Then they moved me to the main dining room, and then the third time I got a beautiful table outside in the patio over in summer. So I was like, I moved up like a little bit there, not with the ranking, but I like better seating. For me, it's a very special place.
I've been here the first time. It happened to be 2023. I came back in 2025. That's when we made the video. Actually, when I was here at the first time, 2023, I filmed everything, but I was such a beginner that my team wasn't able to create the video. So we came back at 2025, and now this is my 3rd time.
Well, listen, I understand it's a bit of a climb.
But for me, it's not a climb. So actually, I had a nice table. Second visit was great, but now I need to sit next to you. So I mean,
Yeah, it's the opposite path. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
so basically, a table is like a Christmas tree to me. And when you put a design plate on top of it, it just looks so great on the eye. Without that, it would feel a bit more emptier.
Yes.
And that's why I love. There is no function in my restaurant.
Of course.
We have the same brand actually, and it just looks amazing. We use it now. The chef has created a new dish, and this now it has a function and connection with that dish. But basically, it's just so beautiful. When we seated, and now we have this beautiful white tablecloth. But when we saw these beautiful plates, it's just like. It has this artistic feeling inside.
I agree with you. It's a good feeling, and also I believe that is when they take it away, it's like let's the game begin. It's like the official beginning. You know. The interesting thing about this restaurant, they closed last year closed mid of December, and then they start to travel all over the world to do pop-ups and forehands and many other events. But then usually they close for Christmas, and then reopen around now. So they take almost a month and a half, 2 months holiday.
3.5.
Yes, holiday, and then they come back and then work together to build a new lab. Lab is the name of their like more updated new menu. They come out at like it's more experimental. You're right. And then there was some dishes they worked on and they came out instantly, and others they work on it for like a month. Trying to new ingredients, and every year is always something new. And they also carry some best of menu, but then everybody comes here for the new lab.
When I've been here first and the second visit, it was like 2 years between the two visits, and the prawn dish has completely changed.
Yeah, of course.
It was so interesting to see. It was really nice to see the evolution of the food.
Here we go.
Hello.
Chef.
Good evening, chef.
Good evening, chef.
Yes, we had, chef. We are happy to be back. Happy to see you.
Allora, questo è l'aperitivo. Chi traduce? Traduci tu, traduco io.
This is a very welcome first bite.
Sì,
Yes.
è un'interpretazione del pane burralici col tartufo nero.
All right.
Avremo un'altra interpretazione ancora.
Okay. This is a modern interpretation, a new take on butter, anchovy, and truffle, and this is the first of two.
Please enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you, chef. Thank you. Here we are.
Burro
Butter.
con un olio leggermente densato al rosmarino bruciato.
This is a rosemary condensed, very special oil,
E grissini.
and grissini. How you translate grissini?
Grissini.
Okay, all right. That's all I just want to make sure. We are about to enjoy some having butter, right? And then we're gonna try. Yes, we're gonna try with the grissini. That's a very special one. Grazie.
Prego.
As the wine, I served champagne from André Beaufort, and it's a collaboration between André Beaufort, one of the most famous and one of the first natural producer in Champagne, with Andrea Tregalli, that is a local importer, and he has a cave here and he has a wonderful selection of champagne. In this case, l'Antidotes, it's 2006, a little bit of oxidation, so to follow the truffle and the anchovies, and it's degorged in 24.
Here, the fish came through beautifully.
Yeah.
I have the taste of the sea. I'm super happy that I can taste that.
Yeah, but this is not the first time I have the Berner rosemary condensed oil. Oh my God.
I'm not a huge fan of rosemary because normally it's too aggressive.
Yeah.
If you can overpower everything easily with rosemary, but this is beautiful and elegant.
Salute.
But actually, this drink is beautiful.
As soon as I tasted it, I was like, I'm not sure if he's gonna like it, because I know that you're very peculiar about natural wine, is it?
A lot of oxidation in it.
Yeah, but it's sharp.
It's very good.
Oh boy. Okay.
Bread. Abbiamo un pane alle alghe,
Seaweed bread.
un pane ai semi antichi e una pizza di Pasqua che è un lievito tipico delle nostre parti.
So this is a very special kind of bread. Bread is called pizza di Pasqua, that you would call like pizza, Eastern pizza, but it's not really pizza. But what are the ingredients of the pizza pasquale? Quali sono gli ingredienti della...
Le pizze di Pasqua sono le uova, la farina, dentro c'è un grasso e poi c'è anche il formaggio che viene messo in abbondanza per dare appunto questo carattere. Era diciamo una volta si faceva solamente nel periodo pasquale, cioè in questo periodo qua. In realtà poi è stata sdoganata per quanto l'anno. Viene chiamata o pizza di Pasqua o pizza al formaggio.
So there is a lot of cheese and there's a lot of content of fat, eggs of course, and you know, this is the kind of thing that people used to enjoy usually only Easter, and Easter just came by, but then nowadays it's so good that we can find it all year long. But it's a beautiful piece of bread.
E i cracker sono dei cracker ai semi vari, quindi semi di zucca, di vino, di girasole. Sono molto, molto.
And then we have, one more time, sunflowers, girasoli, poi?
Girasoli c'è la chia,
Uh-huh.
semi di chia,
Yeah,
di vino
chia seeds,
e
lime.
di zucca.
and pumpkin. Yeah, that's very nice.
Pumpkin seeds, yes.
All right. And then we start to do some scarpetta here. Here we go. See? Even with two fingers. Grazie, chef.
Okay, the biggest part
Yeah.
of these bread ingredients in the Marche is because it's a recipe that all the grandmothers and it's a very family recipe. Everyone does a different one. The biggest part is the cheese and is the large.
What is the name?
Eastern pizza.
Easter pizza
Yeah,
or
I can-
was the cheese pizza.
I can smell the cheese.
This is old cheese. Here we go.
There are two teams. The team that put any kind of cheese inside, also kind of Emmental, but the real team that say like that's the way they must be doing is with the pecorino inside. They're getting much stronger, and the second ingredient that's most important is the pepper inside. They lift up all the. It's maybe stupid to say, but it's like kind of a cacio e pepe inside in a pizza. A big chunk of cheese, pepper,
And
a
of
lot
course,
fat,
for everybody, they think about pizza, they think about something different shape, but it's bread with something, you know? Bread with something can be easily called pizza.
And back to the wine. I love natural wine. So among my top 20 wines, a lot of natural there.
Really? I didn't know
Yes.
about that. Yeah.
What I don't love, that people started to create natural wines, but many people create natural wines which is not sharp, not precise. And they sell it because it's natural, like a fashion. But a good wine is good, even if it's natural or not. You cannot hide everything behind the label. And natural became like a label to me.
You know, hard to believe, but it makes perfect sense.
This is like a really sharp wine. And actually, it still feels super young.
Yeah, compared to the fact that it's 2006, right?
Yeah, and I'm not a huge 2006 fan, because that was a warm vintage, but
What do we feel about wine for tonight?
pairing.
We do the pairing, all right? So we will be really very much interested into your, best wine pairing.
Okay.
And then it would be like international wine or
Let me handle this, please. Whatever you pick. We can try some international, but I would focus more on Italy.
We can mix and match.
Yeah. Since we are not an expert on this area.
Great, maybe some sort of jam from Marche region.
Yeah.
some sort
Marche
of,
region,
yeah,
exactly.
And will be a surprise because
Yeah.
nobody maybe think of that kind of wine in the market, so
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can mix with the international and some curiosity around the world, and some from Mark and some from Italy.
Yes, please.
Could
That
be
would
okay
be
for you?
that would be
Beautiful.
great. That would be
Perfect.
great.
Thanks.
Just to tell you that, and you know, I changed the plan. Tomorrow I'm going to Krug, so I'm going to have some serious labors. So that's why I prefer to drink something local now, because tomorrow I will be
makes sense.
really international. in a
Makes
way.
sense, and I'll tell you, it's of course people know very much about the Piedmont region. Now they knew about Alto Adige, Tuscany, Campania region. For the last few years, Sicily was really on everybody's lips. You know, if you go to New York, you can only drink almost like Sicilian wine. But slowly but surely, the wine from the Colli means the hills here, it's becoming more and more recognition. It's getting more and more recognition. And actually, some of the companies that make all the machine to make wine and to bottle is just like a few kilometers from here. And they started all over the world.
For the first course, I heard that you like natural wine, but clean one, not
Yes.
with some defect and some new wave. This one maybe it's a little bit unknown because it's from Georgia. So and it's made with Kvery, the old way to make wine, and it's individual grape. Some are around 400 old year wine. really particular, a little bit of maceration, but not that kind of oxidation and that kind of high acidity. Really interesting because the first two courses for me is a really good pairing.
Thank you very much.
Look at the color, check it out.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm happy to discover.
Oh, here we go. See?
Because your first course would be different from them.
And there is a question all the time that, hey Alex, since you got this channel, is the service become better because they know you are you and so on? And we have an answer that the service most of the time a little bit worse because of the camera.
Nothing otherwise.
So when the camera is there, everybody's a little bit shaking, so nobody is as natural.
Different part of the world. Spatalese, Riesling, from Mosen, Luzern-Erben.
In 85?
85.
Oh my
yes.
God.
85, man. Yeah, I need to check it. Just I'm
Just
trying
someone's
to.
trying to poison in you, no?
I'm just trying to protect you,
Not
man.
that high volume.
No, the bouquet is so floral. It's very special.
Can I
Yeah,
just have
If
it?
you want a little sip, I bring new glasses. for
Yes,
you.
please.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
Allora, several dishes between meat, game, and fish. Okay, like our tradition, because we cook fish and game in the same time. This is when I was young, I was an hunter. Yes. Ok, questo è quindi un fegato grasso di anatra
Okay.
con il capriolo e una purea di fragole e aceto balsamico.
All right. So this is a very special, basically.
Duck liver.
Yeah. Of course, duck liver with some young deer. Yeah, and then some strawberry sauce and then balsamic vinegar. You have the liver, you have the venison, and then you have the strawberries.
Tu invece hai, doveva essere un kakigori, ma diciamo che comincia a essere un po'
Caldo?
È un po' sì. Praticamente sono dei ricci ghiacciati, tagliati kakigori, che benissimo di cosa si tratta, con una panna montata affumicata, dello zafferano, del caffè e dell'olio di ginepro.
So basically, this is quite special.
Questo non è in menù, è fatto apposta per
Yeah, this is a very special one because I'm allergic to liver, and I don't eat liver at all. So this is basically a sea urchin kakigori with some smoked whipped cream, and then you're gonna love it. We're definitely gonna share it. And saffron.
Juniper oil.
Yeah, and a juniper oil. Thank you, chef.
Thank you, chef.
Grazie.
The first impression, it looks like a modern art. Like the simplicity.
More miro.
Yeah. Simplicity. Yeah, and you feel the balance. Marco, can I just
No.
please?
This
please.
is amazing. No, go.
What's kakigori?
So kakigori is basically shaved ice.
Oh boy.
This is really amazing. Go! Really, it's
Oh, boy.
It's so good that I love to share with all of you guys. So and it's frozen whipped cream, smoked frozen whipped cream.
Beautiful.
So kakigori is basically the
Wow.
Japanese version of granita. It's just that instead of grind the ice, they shave it and make it so fluffy and airy. And then nowadays there are restaurants and bars, they are serve only kakigori, and it brought to such a high level of gastronomy that all these places are in a great demand. And very often the best kakigori place you find line outside that where people wait for like 3, 4, 5 hours just to enjoy a kakigori.
Your dish is amazing, but ours are.
It's the consistency, they work all together. The bitter, the sweet, the fatty part, and the
For me, what is really interesting is that a game should be like a little bit like chewy,
Yeah.
But here, it's like soft, it's super easy to have it.
It almost feels like they got a bite that is actually just disappear.
And to be honest, that wine is, for me, I prefer with this dish better.
It's much better.
Yeah.
Does it?
Do you agree? Yeah.
The Riesling?
Yeah.
Really? That's interesting.
This one,
Let me try yours.
this one is going a bit more in contrast.
Because the Riesling has the same sweetness.
It's carrying on the flavor.
Yeah, supporting it.
I got some hints of tomato there. I don't know. I'm thinking what kind of different.
When you were making
flavor.
passata,
Yes.
you know when you were cooking the tomato
Yeah,
bottles?
exactly.
Exactly the same thing. Just
So,
come up.
yeah. So I would see that.
Tell me more about this, please.
This wine has this. Sometimes on this kind of grapes, when you're doing this sort of oxidation, it reminds when I was very young and my grandmother was cooking the tomatoes in a bottle. You know, when you close it, you peel up all and they're boiling up the tomato. So it's almost the, come si dice Marco, rame in inglese?
Copper.
You know, when they cook in the coppa, when they warm up the coppa, it starts to get the smell with the water and the tomato. It's all like kind of resembling the moment when they were making the tomato salsa.
And it basically is a reduction of tomato sauce. And then, for whatever reason, when I tasted, it was more like
A hint.
It a hint of
A little
that.
hint of it.
Here, what I found interesting that it has a connection through the bitterness.
Yeah.
Because it has a little bit bitterness, and
This
then
is the maceration gives us the...
and it works like a palate cleanser. So what I love in this wine, with each and every bite, is just because we have heavy flavors
Yeah.
here, and after each and every sip, it just gives you the new energy to taste more.
Because it's hard to start pairing with that kind of wine, even with the Riesling that old, but you have two strong dishes. So if I put maybe a easy sparkling on a easy white, soft white, could lose something in your mouth.
May I also say that this plating was a little bit unusual for them.
It's different from the one that they do usually. isn't it?
My plating that look a little bit messy. I think this is also something interesting.
For me, this plating is not unusual from Uliassi, because when I've been here first time, I had the prawn dish, and he was playing with the lines.
Yes.
So that was a protein in the middle, and then he drew lines, and that's how he tried to find the balance. And for me, this is a kind of like horizontal yin and yang in a way.
That's a great point, but it was a symmetrical composition. When instead being so asymmetric, being somehow so French, is something that I personally haven't seen doing much. My dish was, again, a little messy in a certain way, because they're plating, except for the incredible shrimp dish that you remember so well. It's not usually that cured, manicured. It's and then some people come here and it's like, yeah, it doesn't look too refined. What is that? Is refined here in your palate.
It's always a big question when you plate and how much you sacrifice from the flavors to create beauty. Which one is more important, the beauty or the flavors? Because it's really difficult to reach both.
Of course. Let me check this out.
Just talking about it.
We were just talking about your shrimp dish.
Questi qui sono gamberi rossi
Red prawns
con una purée di peperoni,
and
mandarino, curry verde e kaffir lime.
so we have a cream of pepper, curry, green curry, and then one more
Kaffir lime.
kaffir lime, of
Oil
course.
of curry lime. And at the end, if you want, with the finger,
Oh, so is it scarpetta 2.0?
yes,
With the finger. All right.
Because it's very different. The bread changes the flavor that
Okay.
you find.
So it's a finger scarpetta.
Yes, finger
It's already planned. Thank you, chef.
It just looks amazing. For me, this is like a kind of Netflix style.
Yes.
I can hear the music and they put
I
the dish like that.
I usually don't take pictures, but I guess I'll make an exception.
It's simple, but it's in balance. And the flavors, I just try those dots and wow. So fresh, so elegant, so precise.
That's really what he's saying. He's talking about like a bit of an Asiatic flavor, but
Yes.
it's turned back all to the
Exactly.
region in here.
And the curry.
And the curry.
The curry.
It's working also.
Some fresh bitterness as well. But meanwhile, there is a lot going on in your palate. Still, the ingredients is shining through everything.
Even though the ingredients resemble something that I expect to be some quite sweet, but it's not. Check out, the little crumble on the shrimp to give it a little bit of crunchiness,
I think it's quinoa. Could be? Puffed quinoa.
I am not Italian, which means in terms of bitterness, I'm not a huge fan of bitterness that much. So I just save some of the leaves here and I enjoy the dish without them. And to be honest, this is mind-blowing.
All right. So at the end of the year, chef published all the best art pieces made by guests who drew something. And I remember the first one he published last year was they had like a dish with a ink squid sauce. It was all black, and I wrote "fuck yeah" because he always says "yeah" at the end of each video, and it was really special. I want to write something, but I don't have enough space, so we had to think about it.
To me, that's really works when you're using your finger. You bring up all the sauces and mix it up in your mouth. Look what an artist.
Oh yeah, we need to give some love.
And the curry is just so nice. This is like a,
It's not overpowering. It's just like keep
I mean, for me, this is like a math equation. We have an ingredient and how much flavor can we add to it to preserve and let the ingredient shine, but still
especially because you
to
use
give a lot of flavor next
You
to it.
use the prawns. They can be, but it can also be like quite of fragile flavor. To be the prawns.
Yeah.
And you put the pepper, you put the curry, you put all these things, but they, in the end of the day, when you had the prawns, it remained the prawns as the first, the starring of the plate.
This is really, the balance is really fragile here. This type of cooking is a little bit different when you're looking for balance when you have the big steak and you just put
Salt Bay.
So we come back in Italy. This one is from Piemonte, so northwest Italy. We are from Orlando Abrigo, historical producer, not one from biodynamic, natural, but a really clean idea of agriculture. Not too much intervention, not too much chemical, but if needed from the vintage, no problem. This one is single variety, Sauvignon, 2018, because we have some interesting dish and we need some structure.
Ooh la la.
Con asparagi
Raisin clams,
selvatici.
yeah.
Poi
Wild
c'è-
asparagus.
C'è una salsa fatta con il pomodoro verde
A sauce with green tomatoes.
che dà la nota, diciamo, marina tutto quanto il piatto.
And then the last touch is a reduction of sauce made out of all the other parts of the razor clams. That gives a lot of intense flavor based there.
E poi c'è una particolarità che ci sono i fiori rosa di pesco ghiacciati che danno lo stesso una nota amara, quindi amaricante a tutto quanto il piatto.
And then the special, very special last touch, we having here frozen peach flowers jams.
E anche dei piccoli pezzi di ostrica.
And some little pieces of frozen, this is very important, frozen oyster.
Thank you.
the plating style. As you graduated from a university of art.
Yeah.
So in your soul, probably it connects like big time better than mine. But for me, as a realistic guy, when I look at that, I just love it. I just simply love it.
Yeah, and they're so good in the kitchen because many years ago I spent like one day in the kitchen and I saw them how they plate. They are so good at layering, but look, it would be interesting to take a picture of all our 6 dishes. Not a single one is the same. Mine is more geometrical. Yours is a little bit more random, but they all come from the same hand. But again, I want to point out the fact that there are some frozen elements. That's is one of his often tricks. You know, you have every dish is very much three-dimensional in your mouth.
And yes, the oyster is definitely there.
There is no talk about sustainability, about, hey, we're going to use all the different parts of the raisin clams because we want to be sustainable. No, they use it because the reduction made out of it just takes half good.
It's like sea, flavor of the sea.
And the celeriac is just really beautiful next to it.
It's funny because
Frame
all
it.
the bitterness and like in the sweet and the consistency in the mouth just keep like traveling and try to keep moving on in the mouth.
But there is the sweetness, which is just
Yeah.
better.
But I would say that not a single bite is the same like the other.
No.
That's just,
And the canonicchio, that can be a quite like tricky ingredients because you just need to make like one little mistake, it's gonna become tough. It's gonna become chewy.
Yeah, the razor-
It's just the razor clamp is just perfect. It's not as simple to cook.
This is why I love talking with chefs. You know, I have eaten like thousands of razor clams in my life, but I had never had this information that how difficult it is to.
It's very difficult. Like one of the dishes that we're doing here in Senigallia, when they go in fresh one, we're doing a pasta with
Yep.
tomato and canonicchi. You know, it's gonna be a little bit like chewy because it's cooked in the tomato sauce. Like the texture, the taste is fantastic. When you cook it like that, it's just like settled. It's just like very like silky. You just give it 2 bites.
but that's
Done.
the thing. You can bite into it, but it doesn't bounce back.
It doesn't bounce back. It's just like for the truth. Wow.
And the sweetness wasn't just like this one-dimensional sweetness. It was like more like this floral, perfumey, playful, like gentle. I'm normally not a huge fan of bitterness,
Okay.
but this was like magic.
To me, it was 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Here, what I see is awareness. He's been working here with this kind of ingredients for the last 30 years. And these dishes, despite the fact that it takes so long for him to come out with some new dishes, through his lab period where he works with the team to create some new flavors, this and that. It's, his line is right there. His style is there. It's when he said in another restaurant when the young is half his age, there's probably less consistency in terms of the kind of like the gastronomic direction of the menu. So it's kind of hard to compare.
For me, it's super easy.
Okay.
So, but probably I'm not as emotionally attached to them as you.
Yeah.
So here for you, and I know that you are a man of emotions and connections. For you, you cannot judge it just only based on things because you are.
Yeah, it could definitely be, but at the same time, I like to also go a little bit behind what can be seen from the outside, and a chef that is 33 or 45 years old compared to someone who is 60, and also
70, 68.
68, amazing.
It's just, okay, this is success,
Yeah.
right?
And then the other thing is like here he built everything from scratch and he works with his family. And I think that is, there is a lot of couples that are running restaurants usually on a 1-star level, but there's no many restaurants where you have an entire family moving forward. You have Niko Romito with his sister, and of course your very much loved one, Vittorio, with his entire family working together. But it's quite rare. Here, front of the house and back of the house they're all the same family, you know. And it's quite interesting, you know. It's the responsibility of the chef. It goes beyond that. And I believe this is almost a, you know, because I work a lot in Japan, where national treasure is something that is real. You know, when someone is really special, it becomes a national treasure. And I believe that the Mauro Uliassi and his family are kind of like national treasures for that reason. It's very rare and also very peaceful. Now, recently they got into social media, but I have to tell them, like, you guys need to push more and more. Otherwise, they would have barely done it, you know. It's a very special place. But let me tell you another thing. You know what happened?
He's in love. You know that this is the speech, national treasures, and I just okay.
No, but it's true. You know?
Yeah, I bet.
I believe it. You know, family business, no matter where they are and what kind of field, need to be protected. But anyway, I want to tell you another story. For whatever reason, here every now and then it rains a lot, and when I say a lot, it means like a lot. So 3 or 4 years ago, chef will correct me. 22, so much rain came in, then the entire city was flooded, entire city. But for whatever reason, the water arrived there and didn't arrive here. But by
It just turned.
yeah,
It looked almost like you want to say it just turned up the way.
almost like this restaurant was blessed, because it was supposed to be completely flushed out in the sea, to the sea, you know. And when instead it was, I remember, you know, writing to the chef, say, hey, how things are going? I was like, no, we've been lucky. It's very, very much about luck, you know.
Abracadabra.
Guarda,
Oh, cazzo sì.
qui ci sono tagliolini,
All right, tagliolini, it's an international word, tagliolini.
Con burro, alici e burro che vengono
Butter,
gelati
anchovies.
in piccole.
Yeah, basically, you know, when we make pasta and butter at home, we don't place it in the middle and mix. We just put it on top, and some parts of the butter doesn't really melt fully, so you have different consistency of the melted butter.
E poi ci sono mirtilli,
And then you have blueberries, very finely grounded truffle, and blueberries. So we have a base with butter with anchovies, and then on top, truffles and blueberries.
mangiate subito perché altrimenti.
All right, and hurry up because it's gonna get cold. Thank you, chef.
Is it a super unusual pairing, right?
Of course.
The blueberry, the anchovy,
The truffle.
the truffle, the everything.
No, may I say that probably the truffle is not the one that is least present, but it's probably it's gonna come out later. And of course, we're talking about tagliolini very much al dente, but perfectly cooked in a way that they're not chewy. So they can they can be beaten, but not too hard.
This is really nice, the blueberry part.
I love the blueberry part, the buttery part. I'm looking for the truffle part. Yeah.
I'm in love.
It's a three-Michelin pasta.
Okay, butter, done. You need the creaminess. Pasta is perfect. Okay, but pasta is perfect in many restaurants. But the blueberry gives the slight acidity, the perfumey, the sweetness, and it just elevate everything to the next level.
Chef, what do you think about the anchovy being in the butter? Because it's like, it makes, because if you think about it, the butter shouldn't be sweet because we already have the kind of sweetness from the blueberries.
Well, the blueberries doesn't give much the sweet. The blueberries give the strong acidity to the plate for me.
Okay.
The anchovies give it like, because one of the dish they very known tagliolini burro alici, you know. So it's kind of a recall of the, but it's not the alici under oil. It's the fresh alici. So it's giving this big part of the sea, like pesce azzurro, as we call it, like anchovies, tuna, like we call it bluefish around there, the one with a lot of omega-3.
You know, it's interesting because these flavors basically allow every every bite to be the first one, you know?
Yeah.
And next to it, because we speak like flavors and spice and balance and so on, but the flavors here are huge. So it's not like this playing safe pasta when you have this some cream and salt. It's bam.
We soften a bit now. We come back in Marche. We are Mancini. We are on the San Bartolo. It's the mountain behind Pesaro. So really near from here. And Mancini is a really nice estate because they have this vineyard that goes down the slope, all facing the northeast and a little bit northwest. So you can see the sunset. It's really incredible. In this case, it's Pinot Noir, so really unusual maybe to have a white from Pinot Noir in Marche, but they maybe are the masters of Pinot Noir in Marche region.
Okay.
So it's maybe an easier wine from the one before, but now the dish that is coming, it's a sort of gem for me from the kitchen, so I try to not to cover or to get a strong and important wine. This is an important wine, but it is easier to drink than the one before.
This is amazing wine. It's sweet, soft, easygoing, kind, and long. I don't know what is the price, but as he says, it's not an expensive one, but it's
I
like
didn't get it quite here. I need to test a bit more.
Look at this.
Acqua di mare,
Seawater
sicuro, fatta con acqua di uova,
and clams, water,
ricci,
sea urchins, yeah, jellyfish, yeah,
ostrica
and oysters
e plankton.
and plankton. And on top of you have some basil, mint, and rucola burned. And then of course we're supposed to enjoy it all together, break the herbs, enjoy them all together, and then bring it to the mouth and enjoy the soup.
Which ends like an holy,
It's like really the holy experience. Yes. But then on top of that, there is another seafood. The funny thing that he mentioned 3 names, that the way the local fishermen called them, and like every 20 kilometers, people call it a different way. Just to tell you how people are very specific about names around here.
Please.
Grazie. Okay, now we're pushing, yeah?
this dish is highly unusual.
I'm going, yeah?
And
There's a good finery in it. Wow.
we have this sea snail, we have these herbs, we have the soup, the sauce, so rich, so strong, and it's, for me, the whole dish is just so unusual. And you know what is even more special here? These are the kind of dishes you can't see anywhere else.
It's worth the journey.
So it's not like I have seen something here and he is inspired based on that and he created some version of it. It's like, it's something like brand new. I mean, the whole idea is a little bit like, but you are the expert, but it's like a little bit like Japanese style. When you have in a Japanese restaurant, the palate cleanser is on the plate, and each and every bite you can have a palate cleanser to start a new chapter.
Yeah.
So we finish the dish, but actually we have this freshness. So the big flavors just gone, and we are sitting here with this beautiful French. And because this guy told me that this wine is just not a big hitter, but for me it is, because the length is super nice, and there is this beautiful peach.
In here,
Yeah,
white peach.
perfumey, easygoing. The wine, the sommelier bring this wine that hey, is just an easygoing, but still the flavor is here. So the length of the sip is like big time, bigger than the previous ones. What is the price of? What is the retail price of this bottle of?
Oh, not so much. Around 40, 50.
Ooh la la. Check this out.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Questa è una sogliola, una semplice soglia passata.
Very simple sole. All right, there is a very, very popular dish from the 60s. There was like a filet with green pepper. And then chef decided to make it like a, like a fishy version with since beautiful sole cooked all on one side, and then a reduction of green pepper here, and then there's a very interesting salmi reduction sauce made with all the leftovers from the sole and a bit of anchovies. But also the presentation is amazing.
Un pezzo di soglia e un po' di
And he's suggesting to, grab a piece of sole and then merge into this beautiful composition on the left side. Grazie. So, this little fennel here, in Italian I call it spaccasassi. Spaccasassi means breaking rocks. So they grow in between the cracks of rocks. In the mountain, there's just like a few kilometers from south from here. Yeah, and that's most people you cannot grow them. You have to go in the wild and pick them up.
It's just so great.
The I'm gonna use the word balsamic, not because it's balsamic vinegar, but it's the balsam that comes out of the green pepper and the what we call spaccasassi, this fennel.
Beautiful spiciness, packed with flavors.
The lightness, but it's still being cooked quite hard. I mean, it's,
The crumbles on the top
yeah,
gives it a beautiful texture. The green pepper is definitely there, but still not overpowers the fish. For me, if you have this piece of protein, and okay, you have the crumble on the top, so you have the textures, which means all you need is a sauce, right? But from a plate like this, getting up the sauce is also always difficult.
Yeah.
Because it's stick to the plate. How can you do that? That you have the protein and you want to add the spice, the acidity, everything, and he just come up with this
It's
gel
kind of
idea.
gelification.
And this is why this dish is amazing. If he just would pour a sauce,
It wouldn't work the same.
because you know how you cannot do it elegantly because it just goes around and you are fighting with it. But here, because here you have the sauce like that, you can put the. One more thing I would love to highlight here is the plate. It's super simple. Just a plain white one, highlighting the dish. It's just supporting everything. It's not a masterpiece. It's not an artistic whatsoever plate. Just super simple, but yet quality. And the whole abstraction is just, you are immediately looking into that. I want to taste that fish. I have never found pepper as exciting as it is now. To be honest, as I continue eating, this dish is not about the soul. It's about how can I show a pepper.
yeah, of course, yes, of course.
This is a beautiful pepper dish with some fish.
So, we made a little bit of Italy, we come back around the world. This is from Chile. We are in the Andes region, so mountain. We are around 700, 800 meters above the sea level, and this is a old Chardonnay. Particularly this kind of Chardonnay because it's lose the hoppy, the vanilla, the bread, the boisé part, and it gains this freshness, this really vertical.
I love it.
It's
On the
very
nose,
interesting.
I love it. There is this famous guy, Francois, and he says, we should never have the wine first. We always should have the dish first and then the wine, because when you try the wine, it will connect with the previous dish because that's in your palate. And now I have this like super strongly because the green pepper
It's connected the first time before.
Big time. So now
But it doesn't, does it?
I'm full of green pepper. It's so interesting.
Oh la 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 la.
Patate
Potato
e onion, cipolla,
and onion.
grigliate sulla brace.
Grill on the grill. Very small sea snails. Very tasty, but small. A juice made out of black olives.
Lardo,
Lard.
appena svenuto sotto il calore, e timo e maggiorana.
And thyme and some other spices. Measure it. Here we go. And then have a look at the presentation. I mean, like, come on, the plating. Come on. Look.
Sea snail on steroids. That's the dish. That's the name of the dish.
No.
And you know, just before you, because
No,
I'm
yeah,
going
go
to,
ahead.
just a crazy idea that, look, when they ask me which kind of water would you like to have, and I said sparkling, and you go for still, but they haven't changed the glass, which means they registered it somehow. Most of the time, you know, what they do is they give you a different glass, so that's why it's much more easier to remember what you are drinking. But here, they keep in mind. I mean, keep in mind.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting detail.
No, you know, you need to know that that gentleman standing behind us is a total master of hospitality. He's Filippo, he's Mauro's son, and he's a master of hospitality. But at the same time, I don't know if you noticed, but they decide to wear just a polo shirt. They don't wear anything fancy. And it's interesting. What do you think about it? Because it's an interesting, presentation choice.
So it's since the material of the polo is amazing, and the buttons are from quality.
Yeah, it's good, mate. Yeah.
So when I look at that, I see quality,
Okay.
and because it's quality, I don't mind.
Got it.
And since we are at the sea, it's for me. It works.
Makes sense, yeah. Follow me on this. If you would get to a three-Michelin-starred restaurant, and if you get this dish at the beginning, you will like, where I am. Like, it's a little bit unusual, but because we already been trusting the chef for so long, this dish makes sense, in my opinion.
He can be a bit more rustic here, right?
Yes. Ooh. So this breaks the menu in two parts. So far we're having a lot of very tasty dishes. They fill up our mouth with a lot of different flavors. And now it's time to take a little break. And this will allow our palate to be ready for the next part of the menu. Two different kind of grapefruits, an orange. They get dehydrated and dried. So then we have a lemon, bergamot, and then clementines. They get preserved in salt. Yes. So we have cinnamon at the base, and now the chef is going to explain what he does with the cinnamon.
È una macchina che estrae
A rotovapor.
il rotovapor.
Okay.
Rotovapor, quindi non quello che rimane di qua, che ha un senso, ma quello che passa dalla parte di là, dove c'è solamente il profumo, che viene leggermente gelificato ed è la base.
So they get an essence of cinnamon, and they turn into a jelly, and this jelly is at the base of this.
Ci sono i kumquat che hanno una consistenza completamente diversa, che crunchy e che quindi dà movimento in bocca.
And then we have something called kumquat that I have no idea about it, but I guess it's going to give the crunchiness. Chef mentioned something that is very emblematic of his cuisine, that in every dish we find all the different elements that make a dish very interesting. We got different temperature, different texture, different flavors that come at different times. And there's a lot of complexity. And again, we were talking about the balance of contrast.
For me, this is a bit too much. Too concentrated. Too much.
At the moment, I got left only the grapefruit in my mouth. The bitterness is gone. I start to going. I got the grapefruit. It's kind of like a.
And the grapefruit has a really nice connection to the wine. Try the wine now, because I think it's just magic. It just brings back.
I was wondering, I was going to call it.
It's so interesting also to see you guys. You know, it's.
Oh yeah.
Is it tricky? I love it.
It's almost changed.
This is
it's
really
almost
nice.
changed the
Your
wine.
brain, your brain is just connected to food, and then in the wine it just light up the area.
Okay, it was very bitter. It was very strong, but as I said before, it didn't last that long.
So now we can make a game, if you want.
Okay, let's
play.
Because
So
we,
far,
we have a strange thing from Marco, and you say that blind could be a mess. This one too. This is a new in the wine list because the producer came here and sell this wine, and we fell in love with this wine because for us it's stunning.
So he came to see you guys and say, hey.
Yeah,
try
one of the team comes to bring the bottle, make us sit down and say, okay, taste, but take 5 minutes to taste this one because you deserve it.
Very nice.
Questo è cacio e pepe.
All right, cacio e pepe, guys. Cacio e pepe. The creamy part is made of.
Dalle tripe di baccalà.
The tribe is made by a tribe of codfish, yes.
The cream part is made by the tribe of the codfish.
So we have also reduction of the spine of the turbot that is made into a jelly. And then, you know, so basically they finish to cook the pasta in the ingredients we mentioned before, and then they put on top bone marrow. So it's, again, it's a bit of a surf and turf again.
Formaggio di fossa, il tipico formaggio marchigiano.
And then they shave on top formaggio di fossa. Fossa means in the little ditch. So is their cheese, their aged in ditches. Black pepper, two different kind of peppers from Far East Asia. They have a little bit of a citrus profile.
Vicino c'è una purée di pera.
And on the side we have some puree of pear puree.
Voi mangiate tutto quanto, la purée non la toccate, lasciate un po' di salsa sotto, quando avete finito portate la purée nella salsa, la mescolate e vi mangiate che vi...
All right, so the trick is very interesting. We have to enjoy the pasta, but we'll leave the pear puree by itself. Only when we're gonna be left only with a bit of sauce at the bottom, we're gonna mix it with the puree and then enjoy it to refresh our palate.
Japanese style.
That's a Tuscan.
Yes,
Tuscan.
that's amazing.
Ok, grazie. Thank you.
Grazie.
That's a chef.
First of all, it looks simple, but from the taste you can tell that there is a lot of work behind. Second, I love that it's all white.
Can I say that probably the fact that it's not really a warm pasta, because that allows this citrusy Chinese or Far East pepper to come out more. Who would have thought to hand a cacio e pepe with some pear puree?
But the wine is in impossible position.
And you don't have idea what it is because I'm cheeky. I read the bottle, I can't tell what it is, and I got shocked when I saw it.
Okay,
I got pretty shocked.
but to be honest, it's just unfair to the wine because it is impossible to pair it with the.
No.
That dish is impossible to pair to any.
Well, you almost need something like a rosé to me.
Can I say
A strong grape rosé.
It's quite brave to bring back a very popular Roman dish like cacio e pepe and reinvent it in such a way. You know, in Italy, in high-end gastronomy, fine dining, we have the famous cacio e pepe from Lido 84 that just closed down as a restaurant. Very famous restaurant in Italy. But the fact that they were able to, you know, repropose and reinvent cacio e pepe and honestly make it like not even 2.0 or 3.0 with the pear and everything. It's just, and it's always a surf and turf, and it's so Marco.
if we forget about the dish, if we forget about the history, if we forget about Uliassi, and we forget about surf and turf, we are aliens coming to this planet, and all we want, strong flavors, memories, textures, some temperature games, and I just gave it to you as an alien, and you are just still like, wow. For me, this dish, without any cultural knowledge, any insight, any lido, any whatsoever, just this dish. If it's not speaking to you, if it's not speaking to your heart, then you have a serious problem.
Yes.
You can just finish your life here. That dish for me, and for me, this is fine dining. Strong, brave flavors, beautiful execution, balance and textures, and some temp done.
All right, guys, look at this. Ivano, grande Ivano. All right. Parla piano che dopo te lo traduco.
France has the greatest Pinot Noir
The best Pinot Noir in Italy,
Yes.
is he saying.
from Alto Adige.
If Ivano said that, it must be a guarantee.
So if you go to the men's room, there is a picture of the first day they opened in '92, and this gentleman is standing right there.
When Mauro bought the place, Ivano was already here.
Really?
Yeah, of course. You know, it's in the contract. No Ivano, no party. This is really it's a little complicated. All right. So it's a very, very special bird, very tasty special bird. In Italy, it's called Germano Reale. So we are having mallard. Probably most likely is my first mallard. Okay. And then we have oysters. So again, the surf and turf. And how about the oily we're talking about? L'olio che hai detto?
Deciso.
And then we have cheese oil.
This is the white duck.
Yes, it's
And-
basically
Yes.
Okay, and what is he doing that the meat is so soft?
Because first it's preserved, as you can tell, from the round. I got some kind of preservation to me, and then it's just slightly like, it's not seared, otherwise we'll see the Maillard reaction around.
It gets slightly touched by heat, but not even to leave an impression, because of course all the temperature is gone now. Philippe, allow me to ask you. This gentleman here would like to know a little bit more about the non-cooking technique of the Germano Reale.
Okay, I should ask to the kitchen for the real technique to how it's made. Yes, I prefer to ask the chef about
All right.
Allora, come è cucinato?
Okay, how we cook the what was the name of the bird? No, it's the mallet. Okay, all right.
Molto
It's very, very, very simple.
easy.
Yeah, everybody can do it. Yeah,
marinata
it's marinated
in 2 ore nella comune
in 2 hours to
con
marinate.
whisky.
Okay, it's marinated in whiskey for 2 hours.
Poi viene scottata da una parte e dall'altra per pochi secondi, quindi non hai il tempo di fare la reazione immediata, anche perché è un animale molto molto magro e quindi se c'è il grasso tu hai la possibilità di vedere una rostitura, ma se il grasso non c'è rimane...
So it's a very lean protein. So when it touch the heat, just for like maybe a couple of seconds of each side, it just doesn't create any glaze. It just like gets a little heat on both sides, and that's it. Very simple pre-dessert, lemon sorbet with, of course, fresh strawberries. Some strawberries have been dehydrated, so they use some tarragon oil, and that elevates all the ensemble of beautiful flavors. Of course, lemon and strawberries is such a typical combination,
They're great friends, right?
This is the first season for Restaurante Uliassi without The chef has been on the helm of the pastry corner for the last 6 years, Mattia, and he's a local guy and is very talented, but he decided to go in his own way. Now the sous chef, pastry sous chef, is in charge. Pastries and desserts have never been, they always had a lot of personality here, but never been very famous for. In Italy, it's very rare to find a restaurant that have a specific position as a pastry chef. It's not like in France. It's not much. So it's often is the chef is doing
Something.
something.
Yeah. But in terms of, if you want to have a sustainable business and you have a family business and just to have like 2 pastry chefs, that it can be cost money and they are just responsible for like one pre-dessert with and the one dessert. It's not easy to have a sustainable business. Several restaurants I love, there is no pastry chef at all. I mean at all. But because at the end of the day you need to make money. We are speaking in terms of a three-Michelin-starred restaurant. It was super simple. The tarragon oil coated together, so actually it was a nice impression. But it was simple.
Yeah.
Voilà, il dessert.
So this is apple pie. So it's a traditional apple pie that gets sliced in big chunk. It gets squeezed down, almost you would do like with meat,
Poi tagliata a quadrotti.
cut in square, and then caramelized in the oven. So and on top of it we have an ice cream of Calvados and the cardamom. Yes. So Calvados, for the people that don't know, is an extract of the cider, and is made out of apple, like
Sì, viene fatto con una mela particolare
yeah.
che è simile alla nurca, e questo è un calvados di 6 anni.
And this is a Calvados, it's a 6-year-old Calvados. So it's apple and apple.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
We just poured a bit of sweet wine, a really famous Italian sweet wine. This comes from Tramin, so we are in Trentino Alto Adige, extreme northeast Italy. And this one is Gewürztraminer, aged and left on the wine till it gets sweet. Really simple, but in this simple is really well done, perfect for the apple part, really interesting.
The Calvados and the pie is really well integrated to each other.
So apple with brandy, a jelly with raspberry, white chocolate and blue cheese, frozen raspberry, black squid crumble. We need to start with the cheese cube, crumble,
Lampone
raspberry,
e il resto.
and everything else. Thank you. For anything I can do for you guys.
Have you fucking love you.
Thank you again.
All right. Best wishes.
Goodbye.